The community garden is in its 13th year. It started off as an idea by a group of local residents where we all lived very close to each other, kind of within about 3 streets. There was 10 of us that formed a steering group because we wanted to create a green space for neighbours to get to know each other again. We all kind of felt the same way, that we live in this world now where you come out your front door, you get in your car, you go to work, you come back, you come in the house, and you mightn't even speak to your neighbours. So we wanted to create a space where we could do that, where our children can explore nature and get close up and dirty and climb trees. It's our volunteers that set up the place and who continue to guide all of its development, really. I think our success comes from the fact that we consult with the local community every step of the way. So from what we grow to what activities we provide to what kids clubs we deliver, it's all done through consultation with the local community. In partnership with the local PCN, we've received funding to employ a community connector all the way through to December this year, which is a pilot scheme, and it's really exciting. So what that's going to do is enable somebody working alongside people at our lunch club on a Friday morning and our garden team on a Friday afternoon, and build trust and relationships, start talking about how people can make small changes.
I'm contracted for 10 hours a week, so 6 of those hours are here on a Friday and then 4 hours hybrid working. So that varies from week to week, really. It's either meeting up with other professionals, whether they be health professionals or professionals from other groups or partner organisations. It can be distributing leaflets about our upcoming courses or about volunteering.
We recognise that there's 67% of our garden volunteers and 83% of our lunch club volunteers identify as having complex needs. So that's complex mental health issues or learning difficulties. But really, everybody is coming up therapeutically. Everybody has their own reasons, whether somebody's retired and have worked hard all their life and they're just wanting to still feel valued and like they're doing something constructive, you know, through to people who are really coming up for that cup of tea and to connect with people.
I've been here nearly a year now. In March last year, and this year I've been here, and I love it here because I've got new friends and everybody helps me if I'm struggling.
Yeah, you were very, very nervous, weren't you? Probably apprehensive of what it was going to be like, and obviously there's a bit of an element of, for them as well, are they going to like it?
We have a lot of feedback where people are saying that this is the one time of the week that they're coming out of the house and seeing people, you know. So it's vitally important for social connections, for our health inequalities in Bulwell, which is big. It enables people to be more physically active at whatever pace that is. It's also about well-being and, you know, really our volunteers don't come because they want to learn how to grow tomatoes. They're coming because they are recognising a shift in their mental health or that they're feeling lonely and isolated. 1.5 days a week. Cantrell Primary School that we back onto have got a gate directly into our community garden from their playground. So it's took a while to make it right, but now we've got this fabulous relationship with them and their corridors are just lined with wellies. So for 1.5 days that we don't open, they've got it as an outdoor classroom space, and they've got trained forest school practitioners. And we link in with 22 different primary schools that bring classes up for all different reasons, to find out where food comes from, wildlife habitats, lots of different things.
I had a doctor's referral because of my elevated cholesterol levels that I should get something done about it. As I'm not very good at doing exercises on my own, I tend to want the motivation of somebody else being present, so I was quite happy to go along and do that. It's weekly, so no great problem there. I'm conscious of the situation, but on the whole it's quite pleasant, the effect of it there. It does induce me to do some exercises at home.
At any point you need a break, just have a rest. I always describe it as a little slice of heaven in the middle of Bulwell, so that's one thing that intrigues my patients whenever I talk to them about it.
It was during lockdown that I was isolated, so the doctor had referred me as social prescriber and was telling me a few places, and this was one of them. So I came here, and at first I just came on a Monday down there doing a bit of gardening.
And social isolation can be a big issue for them, so simply by being here it gives them that opportunity to be able to engage with others and build relationships with other people.
Now that I'm here, I've got friends and I've got people that I associate with, whereas before, like I said, I was just at home sitting down watching TV or things like that. I've got a little dachshund, so I take him out, and there's people down in the park that, even though we've all lived on that little estate, I didn't know them, so I've got a new group of friends, so it's helped my mental health.
We have very strong relationships with health and wellbeing partners as well, so our social prescribing teams, talk and therapies, and different PCM partners all referring to us as well as us referring to them, so it's kind of a two-way thing. We wanted to build an all-weather facility, so we've now fundraised with the local community through a crowdfunding campaign. Barratt Homes have amazingly named us their Charity of the Year last year, and they took the project on, so what started as an idea in my head as being a summer house down the end of your garden from B&Q has turned into something far more grand. It'll be a warm hub in the winter as well for our volunteers, meaning that they can stay up here for longer, we can have cups of tea. So for those people that are coming, who live on their own, who are identifying that they're feeling lonely and that winter's a bit of a slog, then they can come up here still and see people that they know, have a cup of tea and a bit of cake and just chill out in a warm space.
You don't necessarily feel like you're engaging in activity when you're here. You can get lost in conversations or just having fun, and before you know it, you've increased your step count, you maybe got a bit of a sweat on, but actually you're just having fun, but moving more is being a benefit to you.
Bulwell gets a really bad reputation. What this place helps to do is start to change that narrative a little bit and to say, actually, this is the product of local people.